Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Jerry Conway, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
The man who changed comic books forever.
I'm here for Peter.
That's right. He gave us the Grizzly. Anyway. Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Spider Cast. April is here.
And we're the fools. Just living in Phil's world. Sorry,
Anyway,
guys.
speaking of April Fools, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, she's been doing the crush of man. It is.
Hey, y'all. Just your local friendly neighborhood web fluid croissant, Lilith Hellfire.
Oh, my. That's right, kids. April's begun some of our wacky episodes. So this time, yes, we were covering Amazing Spider-Man 139 and 140 and Web of Spider-Man 58 featuring the Grizzly. The Amazing issues are on the Marvel Unlimited app. The Web of Spider-Man one is not.
Imagine that.
Their Web of Spider-Man is kind of like, some here, some there, but they don't have like the full run.
How hard is it? It's like you already have the book open. Just keep scanning.
If you figure anything Spider-Man, they'd be like rushing to get up there,
Well, Web of Spider-Man, it's touch and go.
Yeah, but it's like, and again, it's like it's nice to have all the newer stuff up there, but why don't? Not even Spider-Man, just Marvel in general. Why don't you like put all the '90s stuff up there? Like a lot of that stuff hasn't been collected. All the modern stuff's been collected.
Yeah, a lot of the Fantastic Four stuff's missing. So
you want to give people their money's worth,
Well, they don't.
Yeah, but I assume they want more customers. You could and then you could always promote.
Well, listen, you Marvel nerds. One thing y'all are gonna do is gonna bend over, take it, and open up your wallet. Look at Charlie.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was being like,
wiggling me now.
Yeah, I guess.
In the butt is fine.
But no, I mean, don't you think you get more customers if you like promote it? Be like, oh yeah, subscribe to Marvel Unlimited. You'll get comics that have never been collected in trades before and stuff. And
the mouse knows what the mouse knows.
I like everything.
So yep, you guys are under the House of Mouse's protection now, so you get what you get.
I don't have an idol.
At least you get something.
I don't have an idol in my house.
DC ain't got nothing. I mean, it's literally finite. DC finite. Why are we paying that money?
Oh my God, there's our movie. New Jersey Charlie in the Temple of the Mouse.
Yeah.
You were still breathing, so I assumed you were okay.
He makes his religious journey to Mecca. I mean Disneyland.
Oh. Oh my.
How many bad diners does he have to force his family to eat at? The world may never know.
Instead of running from a giant boulder, he just has to make it down a New Jersey street.
Good luck. Enough pooping on Jersey. We love you, Jersey.
All right, should we get to these Grizzly issues, Lilith Hellfire?
If we have to. Actually, the 40's not that bad.
Yeah, enough of Charlie Esser. Let's speak of another Grizzly fate. I can't wait to get to these issues. I can barely contain myself.
You know what? If we're gonna be like this, I'm just gonna leave.
Why? You know what you signed up for. You know who I am.
I know.
And again, not 100. You can't take 100% credit, but most of the credit, you created this, my dear.
I am not responsible for the punny business. I am absolutely not. That is a dad joke. Dad jokes are genetic once you have a baby. I'm sorry. I don't know where it comes from.
You opened the door.
You kicked it open. Oh, but this one is like a transitional. These two are like transitional.
Oh, yeah.
But we get to meet Mrs. Muggins.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. First appearances of like Mrs. Muggins and
And it reminds me because we don't see Mr. Muggins until like what is that Web of Spider-Man 138 that we covered, where they're in the Bedford Tower after they
yeah.
get married.
Like the late 80s. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, we don't see him for like God over 10 years, probably closer to 15.
Yeah, thought that was so funny. Now that you've moved out and I don't have to hassle you for rent, let's swing at this party. Yeah.
Rent. All right, so yes, let's get to this. First one is Amazing Spider-Man 139 from December 1974.
Oof.
Even I'm not born yet.
I love that line.
That's oh God. And
What's
again,
going on this cover though? Jeez.
look at Saz. Oh, yeah. Where's he gripping Jameson?
I mean, I'm thinking Grizzly's not a villain. He's just a repressed furry at this point.
He's a bear.
He's a man, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And it's an exoskeleton. This is more ridiculous than rhinos. I'm just gonna tell you.
Well, again, who created this thing?
Exactly.
New villain, the Jackal.
Oh God, this is old. New villain, the Jackal.
Is again these first two issues. Peter doesn't know who the Jackal is.
Yeah.
Cover price 25 cents. Oh, I wish.
I wish.
I know.
So who's funding the sex bots and who's funding the time machine? We're gonna need the cash on the Cash App immediately.
Well, seriously, when you think about it, all you need is the time machine because I'm sure at some future date they will create sex bots.
Actually, they say that time travel is more practical forward and it's harder to go backwards.
Oh,
so, do I want to go into the future where there's sex bots, or do I want to go back and get all my comics for 25 cents? That's a tough one.
Because it's easier to go.
That's Sophie's choice.
Yeah, because it's easier to go forward. All you have to do is like stop your, let the Earth spin. You stay still when the Earth spin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta calculate like time, position. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Screw that. All you need is a cryogenic chamber. Just put yourself to sleep for a couple hundred years.
Okay, Fry from Futurama. I think I'm taking the sex robot. I'll take my chances in the future with the sex robot. I'm sure I could just pirate it by then for like into my brain.
A literal power driver, kids. All right.
Oh, but like, do we have to start the issue with freaking Liz Allen? Like, oh, it's just bad, man. Not only are we done with the Grizzly, Liz Allen's here, man.
Oh my God, I know. All right, Day of the Grizzly by writer, friend of the show, Jerry Conway.
Oh, you're not gonna say it?
This is Jerry Conway, and you're listening to the Capes.
I don't think I've said it since he's been on, have I?
Yeah, you have. You said it at least a couple times. Like, come on, he's been on the show, but it just gets funnier because he has been on the show, and we didn't mention it really that much.
No, I was gonna say
we gushed about other things. I was gonna say, a man of many talents.
See what it takes to shut me up, Bendis.
Bendis.
Hey man, I think we've toned down on the Bendis.
Well, he's not doing anything. He's out of there. Listen. I did my rant. I celebrated when he left, and it's all out of my system as long as he doesn't come back. I mean, I think they need some help on Miles Morales, desperately.
Yeah.
But I think he made a big stink about leaving, so that might not happen.
Penciler Ross Andrew, inker Frank Giacola, and Dave Hunt. Shut up. Colors Jan Brunner, letter Artie Simic, and editor Roy Thomas.
What do you got for old Roy? I'm gonna do it every time. I do not care.
Oh my God, I forget. Oh, what was the line? I think last week when Justin and I were recording, something that sounded somewhat sexual came up, and I was just like, wherever you are, Lilith, shut up.
Just pop into the stream. Like, I need an alert.
I'm like at some future date when you listen to this, shut up. All right, yes. Spider-Man is web-slinging through the city, mulling over the fact that he still hasn't found a place to call his own since he was evicted from the apartment he
Because
shared
he
with
blew
Perich.
it up.
Oh, yes, he's down in the dumps because now he has to actually pay rent. Because I don't think
I
Perich.
can't mooch off my rich friend no more, and my aunt ain't taking me back.
I was gonna say he lived with Aunt May, then he went right to Harry's. Oh God, it was the
I ain't
70s.
saying he's a gold digger.
It was the 70s. What was he doing for that rent? Changing back to Peter Parker, Spidey meets up with Liz Allen to see an apartment in Chelsea, and I think this apartment. I mean, they kind of make it look like a bad neighborhood in this, but it's like I think
It's got a skylight, bro.
I know. Well, I think it's the longest apartment he ever had.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Because he lives here until he moves. He marries Mary Jane and they move out. Yeah.
And then we also get Bambi, Randy, Candy.
Yes. Sunbathing on the roof, yes. And again,
and then of course, because he needs money, he's got to go back to the Bugle. Like I said, we're resetting. Very clearly transitional reset.
Yes. There he's taken to an apartment that is run by Mammy Muggins, a very charismatic landlady. Although the apartment is less than desirable, it suits his needs and the price is reasonable, so Peter takes it. Shut up, Will. Needing money, Peter decides to take his job back at the Bugle. However, just before he can step into Jonah's office, a costume being calling himself the Grizzly has burst into the Bugle's offices. As the Grizzly smashes his way through to Jameson's office, Peter slips away to change into Spider-Man. Peter saves Jameson when the Grizzly tosses Jonah out a window. Naturally, Jameson is less than impressed that
He's like, you're lucky I need this money. Otherwise, I'll let you fall to the freaking ground.
Let you bounce off the street like you bounce me them checks. I love it. Jonah's like, oh, I can't believe you're saving me. I can't believe I'm saving you. Going into Jameson's office, Spider-Man battles the Grizzly, who blames Jameson's bad press for ruining his career as a wrestler.
It always goes back to the wrestling, don't it?
Oh my God. A former professional wrestler who dresses like a bear. If they did this in live action, I mean, come on, Feige. This part is custom made for Charlie Uzzard. Come on. Tell me I'm wrong.
I want a mammal.
That's great.
He's a bear.
That's an interesting artistic choice.
After a brief battle with Spider-Man, Grizzly gains the upper hand, knocking Spider-Man out long enough for him to escape. Spider-Man retrieves the less than thankful Jameson and hands him over to Joe and Betty before going after the Grizzly. Betty Brant's on the scene again, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you imagine? She's like, yes, I created the Grizzly. I set up the Jackal. I'll be Betty. I'm telling you, Marvel. Figuring an old-time boxer or wrestler would have some kind of records, Spider-Man travels to Old Washington Square to see what he can learn as Peter Parker. However, entering the building, Peter is taken by surprise and is knocked out by the Jackal, who is responsible for hiring Grizzly. With Peter Parker as their prisoner, the Jackal muses that Spider-Man should not be very far behind.
You know what would tie it all together, making Betty a real true villain? She's a secret mutant the whole time. She's got like manipulation powers.
Mental powers, yes. She's the female Charles Xavier, yes.
Well, that would be Emma Frost.
Oh, no. She has pheromones. She drives all the men crazy.
Pheromones.
Mm-hmm. Gets old.
Yeah, since they love to mix Spider-Man and X-Men for no reason nowadays. There you go. Ties it all together. She's Jean Grey's secret clone or some crap like that.
All right, kids. Well, if it happens, you know who to blame. We'll put it in the atmosphere. And yeah, Peter still mentions how. What? Oh!
Ben can hand her that villain name back. If you know, you know.
Oh my! More tourists than the Grand Canyon. Hell. Oh yeah, Peter refers to himself as Mr. Machismo in 1974. That should be considered a topical reference.
Whatever that means.
Yes. Mm. Oh, yes. He states he will graduate from college in a few years. Okay.
Still waiting.
Well, no, he graduated college, but I think wasn't it graduate
Yeah,
school?
yeah, graduate school.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
graduated.
What's the point of going to undergraduate and like high level physics if you're not gonna go to graduate school? Like honestly,
He graduated in Amazing Spider-Man 175, placing those events in year 5.
who cares? We don't do Spider-Man year 1. That's not what we do here.
Again, we always talk about Gotham, but in the Marvel universe, Peter's new apartment is listed as costing $110 a month.
1974. That's like that has to be at least $1,000 2019 money.
Well, it's New York.
Well, that's dirt cheap. But it's
Yeah.
like a whole building. It's really technically just a room, right? Well, should be. The way the building looks
What
from
his
the
apartment?
outside.
I mean, I think it was basically it's one room except for like a bathroom and a kitchen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like an
Yeah.
efficiency or something.
Yeah. But yes, the mysterious new.
Oh, it's only $671.25 in today's money, which could never get you anything in New York. It couldn't even get you a closet in New York. Couldn't get you a parking space in New York. Couldn't buy groceries for a day in New York. Thank you, gentrification.
Capitalism.
Yeah, late stage, the worst. You're welcome, Noel, wherever you are.
Those boobs scare me. Shall we get to the next one?
Let's.
Yeah, see? All right, so this continues in Amazing Spider-Man number 140 from January 1975, and one will fall.
On a
Oh, whoa!
I mean, look at that cover.
Oh my god! Well, it's him trying to get that thing off his wrist. Looks like he's like ready to shoot up or something.
Yeah. Or he's got a cramp from too much self-pleasure.
Oh,
Like I said, boy, he's got to even out, so he's got a nice little wrist weight on there.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
It doesn't look like it. I think the answer is no for that.
damn! I was gonna say same creative team, except I think a different colorist, Petra Goldberg.
Alrighty.
Having captured Peter Parker with the help of the Grizzly, the Jackal.
The Jackal?
Who is that? Who is this?
I don't know. I think it's a little lazy to have 2 animal-themed villains in one issue, unless they're like part of a bigger team. But that's just my business. That's just my personal opinion.
Before the Hobgoblin, we had the mystery of the Jackal.
Yeah, sad whistle indeed, sir.
And then it's even like the meta commentary when they do that reveal, even even Peter's like,
yeah, we know we messed up. Leave us alone.
No, even Peter's like, wait a minute, Peter Parker's college professor? What?
Who was in love with what?
What they
It
doing?
made her a what? It just gets worse. That train of thought just keeps getting worse.
When you think of it, yes, the Jackal whole motivation was.
Well, to be fair, he's a man. A man in a comic book, no less. Very two-dimensional, if you will.
Yes.
That was a joke. Can I get a rim shot?
Oh. I hope you
Get it
said shot.
two-dimensional.
All right. He's a horny old man. That seems to be a theme in like Spider-Man villains, horny old men.
I mean, to be fair, horny old men do ruin the world, so.
Yeah, and then those porn stars can tell all their secrets.
Or worse yet, the girl that's blowing you tells the wrong person.
Whoa!
Story. Just saying. If Linda Tripp could have just kept her mouth shut, we wouldn't be a laughing stock that we are now. But business.
Cigars. Oh my god.
Blue dresses, yeah.
Oh my.
It's so salty. Yeah, I'm a child of the 90s. That's why I am the way I am.
Oh yeah. Again, kids.
Depravity, even from the leader of the free world.
Don't get fingered.
Oh, that was the least of her worries. I've always felt bad for the poor gal because
Oh,
like,
yeah.
your whole business just splattered for the world to see, and you're still a punchline like 30, 40 years later. Hard to get a job, you know. It's crazy.
Flattered little hellfire.
I said what I said. I have sympathy, but when I see a joke, I'm gonna make it, okay?
That's a mouthful.
Moving right along.
Here.
All right, back to the action. Yes, the jackal was captured. Peter is strapped to an operating table where they attach a special bracelet that would allow them to learn the true identity of Spider-Man, not realizing that Peter is Spider-Man. And dumping him in
Spider-Man.
and dumping him in an alley. Being found by Betty and Ned, they take Peter to a diner where he realizes what has been done to
Did they
him.
do more than put the bracelet on him? Like, what's going on here?
I know it sounds like that because yeah, Peter realized what has been done to him when he goes to the bathroom.
Poorly worded, but moving right along.
There he is told by the jackal over the communication device on the bracelet what they intend to do, and any attempt to remove the bracelet will activate an explosive. Yes, he will blow his arm off. So yes, there goes his dating life.
Rosie Palmer, kiss you on your four sisters goodbye.
Wow!
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that. Lubricated eels are the best.
Resuming his civilian life, Peter, with the help of Flash, moves his stuff into his new apartment and meets another new character, his new neighbor, Glory Grant. Yes! Flash was all like, oh, hello, baby.
Yeah. Good old Flash.
I wouldn't want to
So
date
simple. He's such a simpleton. I love him.
Young, dumb, and ready to get down. This little Hellfire's type.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, don't be throwing stones, little Hellfire.
Never. My house is made of glass for sure.
That night, when finally by himself, Peter uses his scientific skills to remove the device.
He just blows up the new apartment like, damn it! I blew up the other one too! Is this gonna be my life, man?
There goes my security deposit.
Exactly. I mean, it's only $110, so.
Yeah, true. Free of its control, Peter changes into Spider-Man and seeks out Jameson. Startling his bitter foe in his sleep, Spider-Man convinces him to explain why the Grizzly was after him. Years ago, picture it. Years ago.
Sicily, 1912.
Wait, where was I at? Years ago, Jameson's editorials about the Grizzlies' unethical and violent wrestling moves shifted public opinion on the subject. The Wrestling Federation,
He's
which
Hulk Hogan, bro.
brother.
Only Hulk Hogan testified against all of the WWF. That's none of my business.
The Wrestling Federation, which employed the Grizzly, probed into his conduct and eventually fired him. With the information he needs, including the Grizzly's real name, Spider-Man leaves Jameson's home. The whole experience rallying Jameson up once more over Spider-Man's conduct. Realizing that someone like the Grizzly would be known around the gyms in the city, Spider-Man asks around until he finds the gym which he used to frequent. Sure enough,
Spider-Man anything.
I know.
Like, I mean, sure, the kid's got an attitude. He'll throw you into a car, but like, you don't got to tell Spider-Man nothing.
Well, I mean, they didn't show it, but I'm sure when they said, "Yeah, get lost," we ain't telling you he bent some barbells. They're like, "Okay." We know his temper. Come on.
I know.
Sure enough, the Grizzly is there, and the two are locked in a battle. During their fight, Spider-Man realizes that the key to the Grizzly's superior strength is his costume.
You learned that, did you, genius?
He then takes it apart piece by piece until all that's left is just Maxwell Markham.
Oh, with a name like that, he had to be a villain.
That's
like Triple H, although that's a fake name, obviously. But
boy, someone went to the Stanley School of naming characters.
Oh, clearly. Maxwell, no less.
Maxwell Markham. Spider-Man easily defeats him and leaves him for the authorities to deal with.
More like Maxwell Holcomb, but that's just me. Oh, wow. That's a really old word people probably don't know. I'm sorry.
Hokum.
There's your word of the day. Feel free to Google.
Yes, I you know who uses that word.
Bazinga.
Does he?
There's at least one episode where he did. I was going to say, I thought they made a mistake, but no, Peter thinks that the Jackal doesn't know that he is secretly Spider-Man. He's wrong, as he learns in Amazing Spider-Man 148 and 149.
Oh, clearly.
Oh, yeah. All right. I thought I had a thought, but I kind of lost it.
Oh, my beautiful blonde friend.
Oh, my God.
Are you chewing gum?
Yeah, I'm not walking. All right.
If you're easily offended, this ain't the place for you.
Heyo. If you're looking for little Eve Heavenwater, she got the week off. All right. Any thoughts before we get to the last one?
No, let's get to the last one. The most tolerable one, in my personal opinion.
That's what she said. Yeah, but it's funny how. So yes, Web of Spider-Man.
I see you haven't gone to the Lilith Hellfire School of Dating. It's fine.
Web. Yeah, I didn't get that White Hot brand on my back. Yeah. Web of Spider-Man 58 from December 1989.
Yeah, it's still old, but you know.
Yeah, well, so we're jumping ahead like 14, 15 years later. Rematch. Writer, once again, Jerry Conway.
He's like, you know what? Whatever happened to the Grizzly? Let's find out.
And
I need a shekel.
Exactly. Hey, man, at this point, man, I think this is the point he's writing Spectacular and Web every month.
Yeah.
Man's getting his shekels.
Unfortunately, in the comic book industry, there's no such thing as enough shekels.
And we know, and we here at Ultimate Spider-Cast know how to pander to our fans because penciler Alex Saviuk,
Blind Jan.
inker Keith Williams, colorist Bob Sharon, letterer Rick Parker, and editor Jim Salicro.
Oh, good old Jimmy.
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 At a dive bar on the lower west side of Manhattan, Lilith Hellfire. No, Maxwell Markham relives his glory days by going over a scrapbook of his wrestling victories and his short-lived career as a costume supervillain.
Super short.
I was going to say 2 issues. Oh my god, he was a villain for all of 2 issues. So you know what that means? A new Sony movie coming in 2024.
Paul Giamatti's like, well, you do owe me for the Rhino.
Oh.
They'll call me Baby Grizzly.
No. Yeah, all you Hollywood agent types. Yes, I'm Charlie Esser's agent. Yes. He'll work for a 6-pack and a pack of ding dongs.
We're with me now.
I said what I said. The locals are used to seeing this and make fun of Markham over his defeat at the hands of Spider-Man. See a few minutes ago. 2 of the barflies ask him how he was able to battle Spider-Man, and he tells them about the Grizzly suit that was given to him by the Jackal. They continue to mock him until Maxwell loses his temper and slams their faces on the bar.
Ooh. Violent. Temper.
He gets up and asks the other patrons if anyone wants to laugh at him. He insists that he almost beat the wall crawler, and if he had a rematch against the masked hero, he would beat him. He then leaves the bar, planning to get that rematch, and he will see who is laughing afterward. Yeah, I almost beat Spider-Man. Yeah. You know how many times the Shockers told that story?
I almost got him.
How many times the Shockers been like, yeah, I would have had him if he just would have had his back turned and, fell asleep. If he lost consciousness for like 5 minutes, I could have had him.
Try to donkey punch me now, bitch. Oh, you don't want to know the things I've
And then
been.
Scorpion just goes, shut up.
While in Midtown, Spider-Man web slings across the city to meet up with Puma.
Yikes! Puma, Jerry. Puma.
Speaking of many animal
Some
themes
say
here.
that life debt was never repaid.
Oh, we're going to get there. The Puma is unhappy with the meeting and demands to know why the wall crawler called it. Spider-Man wants to know what the Puma's alter ego, Thomas Fireheart, had recently bought the Daily Bugle from J. Jonah Jameson in a hostile takeover. He points out that the purchase destroyed J. Jonah Jameson and broke his heart.
Yeah,
That
petty. That's what we're talking about.
That cold black thing in his chest. The Puma explains that he did it to square the debt that he owes Spider-Man so he can use the Bugle to fix the wall crawler's reputation. With this explanation, Puma departs. Spider-Man thinks about all the trouble Jameson caused him through the Daily Bugle and figures he hasn't seen anything yet. Meanwhile, on the Lower East Side, Maxwell Markham pays a visit to a repair shop owned by the Tinkerer to pay for the repairs and upgrades done to his Grizzly costume. After collecting his suit, Maxwell tells the Tinkerer that he intends to use it to have a rematch.
And he laughs at him in his face.
No, he says, no. He didn't laugh at him. All he said was,
We need the money. Gimme.
Yeah, money up front.
please, you know what? Please, you know how many yachts and private planes the Tinkerers bought off of stupid villains like this?
No, absolutely.
I think
I'm pretty sure he owns at least one Doom bot. Probably.
I mean, just the Shocker alone has put his kids and grandkids through college.
Poor Shocker. Scroll way down to Shocker September if you're feeling nostalgic.
F that guy. Oh, listen to that poor guy. Then if I say, oh, hey, you want to do another Shocker September?
No! Enough's enough. He got his spotlight. They can scroll. We could use the re-listens. It's fine.
Oh no, trust me, Lilith doesn't want to change this September. Yeah, we're gonna do some Submariner September.
Yeah, exactly. Speedo September. Strap in, boys.
Could have had it last year, but Lilith Hellfire and took a recursion.
I did not take a vacation. I had to get my life together. I had to get out of America desperately, man. And
did it happen?
Yes.
You're out of the country?
Yes. Or I will be when I get back from your place.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, when did Florida cede from the United States?
Well, they're trying.
I know.
Wait, turn on the news any second, boys.
You're gonna form Redneckica with Texas
and Tennessee, yeah, Arkansas. At least I'll have Will.
Later that day, Spider-Man returns to the new Soho loft that he and Mary Jane have moved into. Hearing voices inside, Peter quickly changes out of his Spider-Man costume while riding the freight elevator. Once in his loft, he sees that his wife Mary Jane is hosting her Aunt Sybil and Uncle Lou, who are finally back from an extended vacation in Europe.
Must be nice to have money.
Mm-hmm. They have come after hearing news about how their daughter Christy is in the hospital. Peter realizes
you shouldn't have chastised the girl into an eating disorder. What do you want?
Exactly. Peter realizes very quickly that Lou is impatient and wants to see his daughter. As they head out the door, Mary Jane tells Peter to not take the cold reception personally, as they are naturally upset after hearing that Christy is suffering from an eating disorder. She tells Peter that Joy.
Well, when you got a girl like Mary Jane around, you know.
What?
So you're not stacking up.
Oh yeah. Well, she's only a teenager. She can't compete with Mary Jane.
Exactly. Yeah. But the teenagers don't know that. Teenagers are idiots. Don't you remember when you were a teenager?
That's true. All teenagers are idiots, except for any who listen to our podcast.
No, you are too, because your prefrontal cortex isn't developed just the way I like it.
Where's my button? The views of Lilith Hellfire are not necessarily the views of the Caves and Lunatics podcast network. I need one for you. I need one for Charlie.
Come on, just enjoy the censor button club.
No, I need one once a month for Dave Finn. No,
the devil works hard, but Phil's censor button works
hard. No, Ray wants me to edit when I hit that Batman trap. Chance never seen
Batman, my favorite character.
It's like, damn it! Spider-Cast!
The Hard Master.
Then she tells Peter that Joy Mercado, yes, Nora Winters 1.0.
She's still here.
There's always some blonde at the Bugle. It's either Joy Mercado, Nora Winters. There's always one of Joy Mercado had called in, and he has a train to catch and sends him on his way. Noticing that her
He's
aunt
on
has
a midnight train to Georgia, kids. Don't worry about it.
no worse Philadelphia.
Ugh, yeah, you're right.
Noticing that her aunt has been acting strange, Mary Jane finally realizes what Christy had to deal with at home when Aunt Sybil nonchalantly comments on the weather. When Peter arrives at the Daily Bugle, he catches up with Joy Mercado just to see she has summoned a taxi. He learns that they are going to Philadelphia because Joe Robertson has been found alive and is going to surrender to federal marshals. What is going on?
Whoa!
What is going on here, kids? What is the whole story behind this? Stay tuned for later in the year, kids.
Didn't we technically cover that before?
We did some of it, like we did that whole Shocker versus Electro issue and some of that, but
I mean, I'm always down for more Joe Robert. But
oh, we're gonna oh no, wait
he's
till
like, you're in for a world of pain, Lilith.
wait until later in the year, Lilith Hellfire. Mutant werewolves. I told you, I threatened for years. We're gonna get there. We're getting there this year.
Oh man,
The Lu-
2023.
the Lu-
Why?
The Lubo brothers.
Yeah, you have literally been threatening it for years. So okay.
I
fair
think
enough.
I think since the beginning of this podcast.
No,
I've been
we really have been threatening it since the beginning.
Hey, admire my restraint. It's been over 220 some episodes. Okay.
He's like, we're doing it. You're gonna shut up and like it.
Oh my God, who am I? Lilith Hellfire with young men? What the hell's going on here?
I do tend to rub off on people.
Hey, oh! Whip,
I
whip.
only have myself to blame.
I'm friends with the monster inside of my head.
Nice.
As they get into the cab, Peter's spider sense goes off. Well, because it's a New York cab.
Yeah, we had dice in the mirror. I said, yo, Holmes,
The spider sense is going off. Don't sit in that spot. No, don't sit in that spot.
It's ting
this is
ting.
not
diggling.
web fluid, my friend.
Joy gets out. She's pregnant. He learns that they're going to Philadelphia because Joe Robertson has been found alive and is going to sorry, we got that. As they get into the cab, spider sense, but he can't see any immediate danger as usual. He narrowly avoids an encounter with the Grizzly, who is waiting for Parker in the hopes that he could use him to get the Spider-Man to fight him. He then decides to follow after the taxi in the hopes of carrying out this goal. Soon,
I just
Peter...
need Spider-Man to just one time. Nobody can know my secrets. Snap. Just fix it.
I mean, there's been enough accidental deaths with Hellfire. I mean,
I know.
you know, Ned Leeds.
Oh, dang. Did your neck snap because I didn't catch you?
Oh my God, that's dark.
I just wanted to test out a theory.
No, I think I was thinking more along the lines of, oh, Norman, did I dodge your glider? Oh, it hit you in the chest. Oh, sorry. Oh wait, I didn't get to Ned Leeds in time, and the Foreigners men killed him. I'm sorry.
Definitely didn't get to Ned on time. And that was annoying.
Oh my God, that's the big one. Betty set that up. Come on.
Oh yeah, obviously. You're not part of our headcanon. I don't know what you're doing. It makes sense.
Oh my God, she used those pheromones on the Foreigner.
That ain't a big accomplishment.
Pheromones on the Foreigner. Say that 3 times fast, kids. But yeah, Peter and Joy are on the train traveling to Philadelphia from New Jersey. Oh God, I don't know. It's worse.
Yeah, the story just keeps getting worse. We keep going into the heart of darkness more and more.
New Jersey to Philadelphia. I think I'd rather travel to the 9th circle of hell.
That would be Connecticut.
Oh!
Shout out to the tri-state area. I'm just joking.
I was gonna say,
I'm just joking.
What'd you say about Connecticut?
I was just completing the tri-state area because it was New York and New
Trifecta.
Jersey.
With them are Martha Robertson, her son Randy, his wife Amanda, and Joe's lawyer Cynthia Burnhammer.
Burnhammer, you say?
Gonna drop that Burnhammer, yeah. But no,
they're trying so hard.
I love how they made such a big deal of like Randy marrying like a blonde white girl, and then it's like after a while they just get divorced and we never see her again. She got out with her life, kids.
Exactly.
She's living her best life somewhere.
It's kind of like Fresh Prince when one of his aunts marries the white guy and they have the baby, but like you never really hear anything about it. Or like how him and his mom and his like Lisa's dad got married and then you never hear anything about it. It's just one of those things.
I mean, I think they forgot about Amanda. I'm surprised some hack hasn't come in here and tried to like kill
Just
her
wait.
off.
Just
Kill her off.
wait. Everybody's gonna be pulling a Zeb Wells. Just wait. Oh, I wrote an issue 10, 15 years ago. Let's bring this back. I need a shekel.
I just mean I'm surprised no one has tried to kill her because they haven't used her in years. Slot. He loves to show off his nerd boner. It's like, oh look, I know the history and
Just to kill her.
yeah, exactly.
So progressive.
Along the way there, they update Peter on what happened to Joe following his escape from prison. We'll get there. When he asks about Tombstone, oh my god. You know what? We again, we have to do the Joe Robertson and Tombstone stuff. Again, we love pandering to our fans.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Tombstone. Cynthia explains that she didn't ask as she was only concerned about her client. Suddenly, Peter's spider again. Peter's spider sense starts to tingle.
Is it on the fritz again? What the hell? I haven't thought about Uncle Ben in weeks, man.
Oh,
psychosomatic.
Hey man, that's still a new marriage, man. Yeah, he was thinking about Uncle Ben.
Exactly.
Great power and great responsibility. What cancels out great power and great responsibility, kids?
Superior puss.
Telling the others that he is starting to feel motion sick and leaves the train car. Between cars, Peter narrowly avoids being struck by Grizzly. He tells Parker that he has come to him in the hopes of getting into contact with Spider-Man so that they can have a rematch. Remembering who the Grizzly is and hearing his demands, Peter can't help but laugh at his foe. This angers the Grizzly and he rips the roof off one of the train cars and tries to smash Parker with it.
Come on, man. Public transportation is hard to come by.
How
many taxpayer dollars that costs?
Exactly.
They're not going to fix it. It's just going to be like that now.
They'll just charge you more and be like, yeah, we put in a new sunroof.
Exactly.
Peter leaps out of the way and grabs onto the side of the subway car. Realizing that he made a mistake, and with the other passengers, including the Robertsons in danger, Peter changes into Spider-Man. Meanwhile, at the Queen's Medical Center, Christy Watson is scolded by her father, who is annoyed that her eating disorder interrupted their European vacation. Watching this drama unfold is Mary Jane and Christy's doctor, Susan Ransom. Lou Watson doesn't want to pay for the treatment because he thinks his daughter is faking it. And Christy... Yeah. 1989 misogyny at its finest, huh, kids?
Oh, yeah. Well, Chrissy was such a very special episode type of character, though. So.
And then she goes like,
"This is not how you get young girls to read your book." I don't know how to break it to you.
She literally, oh my god! And then she literally goes to be like a live-in babysitter for the Osbournes, and
that didn't turn out well.
She pretty much never seen except for like she makes like one appearance, like was it around the year 2000? You know, when they tried to like kill off Mary Jane and everyone gathers for like the, basically tell Peter, no, she's dead. Get on with your life.
Yeah. Man, the 2000s were wild if you were a Spider-Man fan.
Oh, when they did that first reboot? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. John Byrne tried to reboot the origin, too. Oh, God.
It's like, babes, you did it with Superman. We tolerated it. It's a good enough one, but come on.
Captain Power, kids. That's all I'll say.
Captain Planet.
Oh my god, I should make it Lilith Hellfire and Dora that story arc. Oh god.
Plot twist, I kind of like it, so it's okay.
Really?
I tolerate it. It's not like the worst thing I've ever read.
But how did you think? How did you feel when Byrne tried to tie Otto's origin in the Peters?
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. That's my line in the sand.
It wasn't even a spider bite. It was like a big explosion, and like Peter's in the hospital for weeks. I'm like, that ain't the origin.
Like, you watched the movie, or did you get the script to the movie early, or like, what's going on here? That's what every time I reread it, I think I was like, who knew what and when?
I love years ago when Charlie and I talked to Peter David. He's like, man, they need to pay me. I created organic web shooters before anybody. You know, Spider-Man 2099. He's like, I created organic web shooters.
Which I love, ironically. But I still think he should shoot it out of his butt. But that's just me. He's
Whoa.
a spider. He's a spider. That's what he's supposed to do.
I have a joke, but I can't even say it on this podcast. All right.
He's like, he looks at, oh, damn it, it's not Saucy and Petty. It's not the Patreon.
Well, I won't make a dessert joke. Anyway, when Christy asks if he'd preferred if she dropped dead, Lou prepares to strike his daughter. That's when Mary Jane steps in and grabs him.
Don't get the Mary Jane right hook now.
She's gonna take that high heel off and bash you with it. She tells her uncle that he needs to show Christy compassion instead of a holier-than-thou attitude. Having had enough, Lou tells Mary Jane that if she knows what is best for his daughter, she can deal with her. Lou then grabs his wife and storms out, intending to go right back to Paris.
Damn, that's brutal.
I
Man,
know.
Mary Jane's family's effed up, man.
Oh yeah, I mean the dad,
The
these
aunt,
two.
I've never liked Anna Watson.
Oh
She's
my!
almost as bad as Aunt May. Almost.
Sometimes she's worse. Mary Jane apologizes for Christy's parents, but Christy is ecstatic that Mary Jane will be looking after her. Remembering
Mary Jane's like, damn it!
Remembering her own troubled childhood, Mary Jane wishes she had someone to take care of her like she is taking care of Christy.
Oh, she's trying to heal her inner child. Good for her.
Exactly. Back aboard the train, Spider-Man, speaking of man-children, back aboard the train, Spider-Man leaps onto the roof of the train car to face the Grizzly.
Careful, you resemble that comment.
Except for the man part, so do you.
Oh, yeah, 13-year-old boy lives rent-free in my head. It's fine. I've come to terms with it.
Mentally, she's a 13-year-old boy and she loves 23-year-old boys. Hey-oh! She can't fight that one, can she?
I can't fight those allegations, no, sir.
I confess.
I'm guilty.
Oh my god! If loving 20-some-year-old men was a crime, Lilith Hellfire
I'd be in federal prison, bro.
they'd be strapping her in the electric chair right now.
Supermax. Even Green Arrow couldn't get me out, kids.
They'd be giving her lethal injection and the chair at the same time.
In the gas chamber, just for safe measure. Maybe a firing squad. I don't know.
He begins fighting Grizzly. The wall crawler runs circles around the Grizzly, and here's how the villain wants to defeat Spider-Man in battle so that people will stop laughing at him. As the two fight it out.
Okay, I'll do it. Will you leave me alone and never come back? I'll do it.
I swear Lilith Hellfire said that before.
No, never. I don't get peer pressured.
You don't give
I do the peer pressuring.
You don't give PDFs? Okay. As the two fight it out, Spider-Man's concern for the Robertsons' safety makes him come to the conclusion that the only way to end this battle without anyone getting hurt is to allow the Grizzly to defeat him in battle. Spider-Man then leads Grizzly to think he is defeating the wall crawler. Catching Spider-Man in a bear hug, the Grizzly then tosses him off the side of the train, thinking that he finally defeated Spider-Man.
Throw Mama off the train.
The Grizzly boasts that the laughter of the others won't bother him again and leaps off of the train. Spider-Man, meanwhile, had survived by grabbing onto the side of the train. With the Grizzly gone, he quickly changes back into Peter Parker. Soon, the Robertson family is happily reunited with Joe and learn how he had been spending weeks recovering at the home of Aaron the Wise, a local Amish farmer. Even Joe is looking at being. Even Joe's looking forward to being returned to prison. He seems strangely at peace, leaving Peter to wonder what became of Tombstone.
It's in his prison first.
You and Ray, what happened to Tombstone? Don't worry, Ray. Later in the year,
we'll find out. Trust me.
And how we got to this. So,
you may be wondering how we got here. Well, let me tell you. Rewind.
I don't know if Ray's wrists are ready for that.
Whoa, that's pretty damn big.
It's a
lot of
whole thing for sure.
Soon, federal marshals come to take Joe back into custody. Seeing that Joe has let go of some of his past demons and hopes that the Grizzly was able to do the same for himself. Back in New York City, Maxwell Markham is looking over his scrapbook at a diner. There, another patron sees his newspaper clippings and asks if he ever won a championship belt. Markham laughs, saying he came close, but his opponent threw the fight. He remarks that he could have went looking for a rematch, but figured he had his shot, that he knows he is good, and whatever others think about him doesn't matter. That's one to grow on.
That's what she
But yeah,
said.
talk about your shackle, man. Conway bringing back the Grizzly after like 15
What
years.
happy damn ending? What the hell, man? Throw him off the bridge, bro.
Yeah, well,
That should have been the ending to every story he had from that point on. Just throw him off the bridge, bro.
Conway's like, that's not all I am. Come on.
But it would have been funny if he just leaned into it. Because, like I said, he brought her back in the worst way possible and then rode her out immediately. That is some King Petty type stuff right there, man.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of stuff we're going to be getting to later this year. Christie's eating disorder was revealed in Web of Spider-Man 53. We'll get there. The jailbreak was in Spectacular Spider-Man 155. We'll get there. After the prison break, Spider-Man searched for Joe and Spectacular Spider-Man 156. We'll get there. Tombstone ends up with Chameleon and Hammerhead in Spectacular Spider-Man 157. We covered that, Ray.
Yeah.
Scroll way down.
Yeah, that was a whole mess, man.
Again, the easiest way, if you want to find past episodes easily of Ultimate Spider-Cast, just go to our YouTube channel. Every show has
He's got
its
a
own
playlist.
Every show has its own playlist. So
You could probably literally type in just like Capes or Ultimate Spider-Cast.
just go to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, and it's all on playlist.
Leave comments in the chat if you feel so inclined. Like, you idiots!
And yes, the reveal of Mary Jane coming from an abusive household was an Amazing Spider-Man 259,
And
which
I'm
we
like,
also
the
covered.
girl's a model and aloof as hell. Of course that's what happened.
Daddy
If
issues.
you know, you know.
Daddy issues.
Exactly. It's better than the stripper pole. I mean, I love my single moms and support them. Don't get me wrong. A lot of common denominators. Just saying.
Did I ever tell you the story like 27 years ago? I went with some buddies from work to a strip club, and there was a girl there I went to high school with.
Oh, I had that happen to me too, bro.
Really? Because I'm sitting there with the guys.
Like,
I'm like,
we were fresh out of high school. Like, it was the summer after we graduated.
really? Oh, this might
I'm
have been.
like, wow.
This might have been like this. I think this was like maybe like 4 years after high school. So, but I was like,
She didn't even give it a. She didn't try community college or nothing.
it was so funny because she rode my school bus. I mean, I know that's not a euphemism, kids. But no, it's so funny because I told all the guys, I'm like, I know her. They're like, no, you're full of it. You're full of it. And she comes over. I don't even say anything. She goes, hi, Phil. I'm like, oh, hi.
Okay.
Completely. Such a surreal scene, up on stage, completely naked. Hey, Phil. Oh, hey. Hi. I'm like, don't say a real name. I don't say a real name.
Oh, you're good. You're a good egg. Good for you. You had some common sense.
Again, you don't want to blow that secret identity. Come on.
Exactly. Oh yeah, you read comic books. You know what's up.
Exactly. All right. Do we want to talk any new issues?
If we have to.
I mean, we don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, we're a Spider-Man podcast. We kind of have to.
I mean, let's see.
Although I will just really quickly, Superman lost #1. Speaking of another guy, red and blue starts with an S. Just
did you like it?
No.
Oh, I read it. I mean, so you didn't like it?
I'm indifferent about it.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not good. It's just, I need to be inspired by Superman. I haven't been inspired in like a decade and a half at this point. So
yeah, I know. There's something missing.
But on to Amazing Spider-Man stories.
Well,
we got Red Goblin, Miles Morales.
Yeah, I got Red Goblin. I got Miles Morales. My store got shorted. I didn't get Gold Goblin yet. So.
Oh, you didn't miss much. That was the worst book I've read in a very long time.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, I'll get it eventually, but
no offense to Christopher Cantwell and Lan Medina. I thought the art was actually really, really great, but the premise is terrible. And we all know he is gonna be the Green Goblin again.
Christopher Canwell had a much better issue out this week. Hellcat #1.
Yes, I was just gonna say, like, wow, night and day, man. Again, that is the difference between editorial interference and mandatory things that editors put,
Yeah.
and then like when a writer can put their heart and soul into something.
Yeah.
The difference is night and day.
I mean, she was one of the shining points of his Iron Man run too. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy though. Like from the worst to one of the best Marvel books out that week.
Again,
Marvel
probably
books
editorial
together.
mandate.
Yeah,
Editorial
it definitely
mandate.
smacks of that. Like, who cares about the Red Goblin or the Green Gold Goblin?
Gold Goblin.
Red
yeah.
Goblin was okay. I mean, it's better than Gold Goblin, but a lot of people seem to like it.
What, Gold Goblin or Red Goblin?
Red Goblin.
Wow. Again, it's Normie. Oh my God, we gave Normie a symbiote.
Well, it was bound to happen though. Like we all knew that was in his future. Like there was no getting around that, right?
I mean, I guess
I mean, it took like what 2 decades to make it happen, 3 decades to make it happen, but we all knew this is where it was going to go eventually.
I mean, it's a little bit of a plot twist because I think everyone just assumed he was going to put on a goblin suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the symbiote.
I mean, but it is serum infused. You know, it's a whole thing.
But again, too, I mean, those symbiotes are Charlie Sheen. They've been in everybody.
Yeah, true. And it's like Goblin Nation. Oh God. First the Goblin Queen. You know, like what is their deal with this whole thing? It's starting to really wear my patience.
Oh, the Goblin Nation. That's like back at towards the end of Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know, but it's like nobody cares about the goblins, bro. Like I know we have a whole month. They might have thought that, oh man, every year they do a whole month. You think people? No, it's a joke, man. It's a gobble joke.
It's bad enough when you resurrected all the other goblins, but Phil Urich is a step too far.
No, so serious, so serious.
Gobble gobble.
Like I thought we were done with him.
I can defend the worst crap of the 90s. I can't defend Phil Urich. Okay.
And you shouldn't. I would have to check your temperature rectally.
Whoa! Damn. I'm really scared. Kid, she's gonna be here. I'm scared.
Nope, something's wrong.
I usually don't, but that weekend I'm sleeping on my back.
Now you know me. Once I get in my coffin and turn the lights up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, kids. I offered her a bed in my son's room. No. She's gonna sleep in the living room. I feel bad at Bill.
I haven't been on a trundle bed since I was 5, bro.
It's a regular,
maybe 7.
No, it's like a regular mattress on it.
I know. I'm just saying. I was like, nah, I don't need flashbacks to my terrible 7s.
I mean,
God, I was a terror in 3rd grade.
I mean, at bedtime you can watch a half-hour ESPN with Luca.
I was gonna do that anyway, maybe.
What, at bedtime?
Nah, I usually do it like around lunchtime, actually.
Oh.
Because, I don't do nothing on company time. Just in here still in company time.
Remember, kids, defecate on company time.
Exactly. Your boss makes $1, you make a dime. Go ahead and take a poop on company time.
Oh my God, it's getting bad. I mean, the whole ESPN thing, Luca was quoting Michael Jordan to me the other night.
Oh, good for him. Oh, are you going to take him to see that movie that they're making about? Oh, no, it's not at the movie theaters. What is that, on HBO Max or something?
No, I think it's going to be at the theater. I think it's going to be at the theater.
No, is it Apple Plus? I could have sworn it was like Apple TV or something.
No, I think it is. Yeah, no, it is.
Okay, it's so hard to tell nowadays.
Yeah,
It's literally so hard to tell what.
I think it's
Air. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
okay,
I think it comes out like Easter week or weekend or something, maybe. Yeah.
I don't even think did they actually cast an actor to play Michael Jordan? I think that was the controversy or something. They're just focusing on the guy.
Yeah, because like all the previews and the commercials, you just see like his mother and stuff and the agents and stuff.
It's so funny because it's like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are like doing another movie together. Like it's been decades.
How do you like them apples?
Exactly. And it's like, it's not Dogma 2, you sons of bitches!
What, with that misogynist Kevin Smith?
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, Kevin Smith is as inoffensive as it can get in Hollywood. I mean, comparatively speaking. I will say that in defense of Kevin Smith.
I wouldn't want to be a woman in one of his stories, huh?
Well, look what comic books raised him. He can't help it.
Oh yeah. He prayed at the altar of Frank Miller. That's right.
Yeah, no, yeah, clearly. So he really can't help it, you know. Nobody said anything to Frank Miller, so now we got a generation of people that look up to that kind of thing. I can't fault him.
Because I ain't saying it. Lilith, what's Frank Miller's mantra?
She's a whore.
There you go.
A whore to kill for.
Oh my God.
If you're not a patron, please, for the love of God, go be a patron and go pay for our pain that we put into last year.
Hey, patrons, do you have any requests for drops for Lilith to record? Because if she's here, I can get some nice, clean, clear drops.
Oh, what a kill for! We're gonna need that for Karen Page.
Oh, jeez.
Not original Karen Page, but modern Karen Page.
So that's the thing. Are they? I guess they're recasting her for Born Again.
Which is a shame. I really like that actress.
Yeah,
But,
no.
You know.
Yeah, her and Foggy, they were good. Cricket. Kids, I can literally hear her eyes
He's not
roll.
Jon Favreau, but he was all right.
She's not on camera, and I can literally hear her eyes rolling in her head.
Listen, until they give Jon Favreau the role of Foggy back, I would not be happy, as discussed on our our Daredevil show.
Yes.
Devil, you know.
Again, I don't know if he wants to do that anymore. He just wants to direct,
He's
right?
gonna do it for the fans, and he's gonna like it because Lil said so.
Daredevil in the multiverse of madness.
Multiverse of pussy, more like.
Wow!
That's what he's casting a spell for.
Oh my! Ah,
Superior puss.
Exactly.
superior hunter. All right. Anything else, Little Fellfire?
No, we should probably give the kids the homework and go.
Yes.
You two probably didn't like that one. Sorry, guys. I was only talking about cats and boots.
Boy, somebody did take their ADHD medication.
Oh no, I did. It just hasn't kicked in yet.
We'll eat a couple more brownies. All right. Anyway. All right. Next
Shows
week.
that you know I'm drinking infused drinks now. Shows
Oh, fancy. Oh, she's mainlining it.
exactly.
All right, kids. Yes, next week, week 2 of more of our wacky April episodes, where we will cover Marvel Team Up 74, the Saturday Night Live episode,
Yay!
and Amazing Spider-Man 272 with new villain Slide with a Y.
That's how you know it's fancy.
That's right. In 2 weeks, Web of Spider-Man 73 through 76, Art Attacks, the Headmen.
Hell.
I think it's still out. I think that's still Saviok, so Ray will be happy. And speaking of Ray, then we'll close out April with him and Dave as we cover Amazing Spider-Man 417 and Spider-Man 72 and 73.
Oh, those are good issues.
Yes. All right.
I don't want to cover them, but they're good issues. Y'all was doing the Lord's work. Thank
Close
you.
to the end of the 90s Clone Saga.
Oh, I can't wait for that reaction. Tell me the day that you guys close it out. I want to know. I gotta tune in and troll y'all in the comments.
I know, but I might have to tell them the episode before that last one because the issue where it explains everything is Spider-Man the you know who journal, and I'm just like, so I might have to reveal it to them on the penultimate one for the 90s.
Thank you for future Lilith.
Penultimate. All right.
And she's dead.
With that adamantium liver.
I think it was the fake kind. Might have to go get it checked out.
All right, kids. So yeah, send us all the thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And of course, if you want to find all of our episodes, social media, merchandise, who's on what show, again, send us your and again, I don't know why you people aren't doing this. You can give us your email. We will send you updates when the new episode drops. So send us all the thoughts. Tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. Tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, Love Hellfire. Where can people talk to you about Superior Puss?
If the kids want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me on TikTok while it's still not banned. That's at Lilith Hellfire 69 over on TikTok. Remember to like and follow because my content is for friends and fans only.
Either do the 6 or do the 9. Spread them out.
Maybe both.
Oh my.
Very hard, very tempting.
Context drop is out of context. Love it.
What will Lilith never say?
Come, come, come.
It's more like get out.
Put it here.
Out.
Shut up and just lay there.
There she is.
The nut jar.
I didn't even remember the reference for that.
I know. Oh my god, you get to see your pages when you're here. Oh my.
Oh my god, y'all! I'm gonna be like, look, guys.
You're gonna be like, that is some small type because the more you put on a page, the smaller those things get.
I need some muscle and some meat.
And on that note.
Perfect to end on.
Thank you for joining us again next week. Marvel Team Up 74, Spider-Man in the cast, the original cast of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
An amazing Spider-Man 272 with that lubricated villain slide. But until then, swing on back.
Thwip, thwip. Have a thwipping good time.
Gonna have a good time.